is the first Tuesday of the month, which means it's time for our monthly PS Plus Extra and Premium recommendations. As always, we are going to provide you with a handful of awesome games for you to go and platinum, and as usual, these games will fit into our monthly theme.
This month, we take a look at the very toughest games on PS Plus Extra and Premium, and ask the question, are these PS Plus Platinums too tough for you?
So let's go! The first game on this list is one I have tried and failed. Not really surprising, is it? The game itself is a serious challenge, but don't let that put you off. It is in fact a brilliantly constructed trophy list, with a well-balanced trophy list starting with a handful of easy bronzers, not the infernal payoff bronzer for doubling your money at blackjack. That one's an infuriating RNG fucking nightmare. Or maybe I just suck.
Ooh, that's a bingo!
But the majority are pretty chill trophies. Some tricky silvos follow, like the Sharpshooter trophy for taking out 10 fleas in a row without dying in Centipede, but in this stack lay some rather nasty surprises. The For All Insect Kind silvo is arguably the game's toughest challenge, a trophy that I have tried and failed numerous times. The Goldies are a surprisingly mixed bag, with 2 of the 5 being particularly easy. I should know, I have them. Neat Freak is awarded for eliminating all the mushrooms in one level of Centipede. The Bankshot Goldie for scoring a killing combat T-Pong using a shot that has hit 7 surfaces. Now this is more luck than skill based, but still pretty easy to knock out. Then comes the Atari trilogy of platinum breaking gold trophies. Getting the near impossible 800 points in Lunar Lander for Space Jockey is a trophy that will infuriate and devastate you. While the We Don't Need No Fortification can be earned in multiplayer, if it couldn't be, it would be arguably impossible. But as with all old games, if you pay enough attention to the patterns and timings, you should be able to scrape your way through. Both Atari Flashbacks Volume 1 and 2 are on PS Plus Premium right now. Both boast an incredibly hard 7 or 8 out of 10 difficulty with 20-hour completion times. Both Platinum trophies are as nuclear as it gets for single-player games. But what a wonderful blast of 70s nostalgia.
Speaking of nostalgia, Zach, our next entry is a blast from the past. Your favourite decade's best year. The year I was born, 1993. That year birthed one of video games' most beloved characters. A guy so popular, so infamous, he doesn't even have a name. We just call him
Doom Guy.
Now, you may have platinumed the latest reboot of Doom, and its sequel, Eternal, but these stellar games and impressive platinums pale in comparison to the brutality of the original. Doom may only be a 15-hour platinum, but being skill-dependent may take an eternity. The first run can be relatively simple, played on easy, completing the story and grabbing a few miscellaneous trophies for specific types of kills. And the second is a speedrun. And we all love a good speedrun. I know Zach does, especially in the bedroom. Yay me. But yet again, playable and easy, and this time you know where to go and what to expect. Finally, the Platinum Breaker. The co-op run on Nightmare difficulty. A challenge so tough to begin with has since been made infinitely harder thanks to patches. A mode so rough that you simply cannot get through as a passenger. There's no carrying you through this hell. The only option is to have 2 good players with excellent communication skills and a little bit of luck. Doom 93 is on PS Plus Premium now.
If you are enjoying this video or finding it at all useful, please drop us a like and maybe even a little comment if you have a second. These things really make a huge difference and really mean the world to us. Thank you all very, very much. Game 3, I Am Bread. Now this is a game I have zero fucking interest in, and I'll tell you why, I hate physics-based games. Well, apart from that Freddy Spaghetti guy, he was brilliant, wasn't he? I loved that game, so much fun. When I saw the notorious I Am Bread on PS Plus Extra, I just could not resist. I had to include it in this video. As famous as it is hard, I Am Bread has an ultra-rare platinum earned by a minuscule 383 people. An eye-watering 0.38% rarity, but over 100,000 players on PSNP have played it, so it must be as good as it is tough, right? The story alone is tricky and not for the faint-hearted, but the test of bread is in A++ing every level in the game. This is the edible equivalent of DMC buns. A 9 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, and a 40-hour minimum platinum estimate. I Am Bread is a platinum trophy that every one of your hunter friends will envy. Game 4, Hollow Knight. So you may or may not know about the shithousery that occurred last time I visited Guy Firuski.
Right, so Zach, yet again, took his PS5 with him to the meetup. And yet again, as mischievous buggers, put a trophy or 2 on his list.
Or 3.
Or 3. One of which was Hollow Knight. But this time, instead of taking it like a champ, Zach had a tantrum about it. Yes, he went for a 3-mile walk first thing in the morning, and then that was followed by an hour-long rant at Firuski in the garden. You don't see me going for a hike every time Zach uses my account to boost with himself. And no, I don't mean that as a euphemism, but he does boost with himself a lot too.
Thanks for the mega overshare there, love. Appreciate that. And also, Guy Firuski, I am sorry. I overreacted a tad, so my bad. My bad, bro. But now Hollow Knight is on my list and is a game I have sworn to have a go at. Its notoriety has led many to take on its sweet, sweet platinum, but so few have managed to earn it. Fewer still have done it legit. Now I am enticed by its challenge, but I won't lie, I am not above glitching my way through this shit. I'd rather be a cheat than driven mad. Which is not a euphemism for how I conduct myself within my marriage.
Quite enough of that, thank you.
Another 9 out of 10 difficulty for this list, but this one packs in a 100-hour completion time. The game is fun and the story is not too rough. It's in the post-game, in fact the post 100% of the game, that this platinum becomes truly nuclear. You must take on the dreaded Pantheons and achieve 112% completion. An invincibility glitch is available here, and that is why this platinum doesn't sit anywhere near as rare as the other entries on this list. Your choice if you want to use that glitch or not. Hollow Knight is on PS Plus Extra right now. Good luck, hunters. Honourable Mentions! Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, the PS1 ported to PS Plus Premium is still as hard as ever. Payday 2 will take you hours of your life, and you will need to do multiplayer, and there is a mega shit ton of DLC, which I have to do thanks to Crimson in the new year. Love you, Crimson. TMNT Shredder's Revenge, talking to Crimson. I boosted this with him, and what a fucking game it is. It is an absolutely delightful piece of video game from the same people that brought us Streets of Rage 4. I boosted this with Turtlebat and Crimson and a load of amazing people, so go do it. Impossible to plat without a good boosting team. The only game on this list that I have earned the Platinum Trophy for. Yes, thank you. I am wonderful. Okay, we all know I suck, and that's fair. But don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. Serious Sam's Platinum Trophy is seriously hard. This Platinum is in fact as brutal as it gets. The 7 out of 10 difficulty estimate on PSMP is far too generous, with the Platinum Adventure posing multiple tricky challenges that'll test even the best of first-person shooter players. Their biggest difficulty comes in the form of a goldie called Who's Serious? And is earned by completing any one of the 3 campaigns on Serious mode. Serious Sam games are simply exploring areas and being attacked by wave after wave after wave of monstrous alien scum. In Serious mode, the game drops far less ammo and health, meaning you have to master one-shot killing most enemies in order to save ammo just to get to the end of the level. As with all games, as you ramp up the difficulty, you deal far less damage and your enemies deal far, far more. I personally took on this trophy in the 3rd game, before First Encounter, as not only does the Trilogy Ender have the most modern mechanics, but also the least bugs in gameplay. There are also several great guides around to help you find hidden items, like guns, ammo and armour, that will make your run significantly easier. This long, arduous series of hard battles can be made slightly easier by use of manual saves, but be careful, use too many or too often in a specific time frame and you will crash the game completely. And this won't just affect your most recent save, it will infect several others close to it as well. Save only when necessary, save smart, save wisely, and with a bit of luck, you will slog your way through. The final level and end boss of Before First Encounter is a true nightmare. For the first time in the game, you're forced to fight airborne, with every giant bastard from every level all swarming around trying to kill you. The big boss itself is easier than handling the rabble, but that doesn't mean it's easy. Take your time, figure out how to avoid damage, safely restock your ammo, and take that motherfucker down! Serious Sam Collection is a hilarious FPS franchise right from the early noughties and is on PS Plus Premium right now. A 40-hour completion estimate and a solid 7 out of 10 difficulty with 3 campaigns and several DLC installments to beat before you can earn that 3.5% ultra rare platinum trophy.
So, that's it for this month. Which games are you planning on platting? Let us know in the comments. In a few weeks, we will have a vote for next month's theme. So, let us know or drop your suggestions down below.
I'm Zach.
I'm Crew.
This is ZXL.
Be good to each other.